I still saw her sometimes, the girl I used to be. She lived behind a locked door in my mind, the door that protected the last secret part of me, the last bastion I had that no one else could infiltrate or overcome. It was locked so securely that no one but me could force or tease it open. Behind the door, the girl stood on the street corner waiting to cross, shielding her eyes from the sun with one slender hand. She was in the 10th grade and was on her way to school. She wore jeans and a yellow cotton shirt, with a backpack slung over her left shoulder. Behind that door in my mind, I liked leaving the girl suspended on the street corner for as long as I could. Sometimes I just watched her stand there, shielding her eyes, vaguely aware of the cars whizzing by in front of her, a slight smile on her face. I wanted her to stay right there on the street corner forever, frozen in her peaceful beauty and teenaged innocence. But she couldn't stay there forever, not even behind the locked secret door in my mind. Eventually she crossed the street, walked the 30 feet or so. However, in my mind, she didn't stop when she saw the man crouched next to his car, his neck craning to peer beneath it, the backseat door hanging open next to him. No. In my mind, she just kept walking. She never knelt down beside him to look beneath the car just as he did, in his attempt to coax an imaginary but frightened kitten from underneath it. In my mind, the man didn't smash her head off the door jamb and stuff her stunned, slack body unceremoniously into the back seat. No, these things never happened to the girl I used to be behind the locked secret door in my mind. I envisioned 2 alternatives for that girl. The first was that she stood on the corner, shielding her eyes with one hand, and when she stepped off the curb into the street, certain that the way was clear, she was crushed by an oncoming truck and killed instantly. There she lay in the street, limbs twisted and bent at odd angles, her thick red blood congealing on the pale asphalt. Her eyes were fixed upward, blank and unknowing. I liked this scenario because it did not involve the man who unmade her and took everything pure away from her. The second alternative was that she did not cross the street at all. Instead, she turned left and avoided the man altogether. The girl went on with her life, knowing nothing about the abject horror she had escaped, and she was still innocent in that way. This girl from the second scenario lived a parallel life. I imagined that she was still out there, living out my existence. She went to her proms and high school graduation. She had a boyfriend and went off to college. And at the very second I thought about her, she was out there, living the life I was supposed to live.